Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chapter 15. Shri Shuka Uvacha Bharatasyaatmaja Samutir Nama Bihito Yamuhavava Kechit Pakandina Rushabha Padavi Manuvartamanam Chanarya Aveda Sam Avedasama Avedasama manmatam manmatam manmanatam devatam swamani papiyasya kalau kalpa ishyanti. Srila Shukadeva Goswami continued. The son of Maharaja Bharata, known as Sumati, followed the path of Rishabhadeva, but some unscrupulous people imagined him to be Lord Buddha himself. These people, who were actually atheistic and of bad character, took up the Vedic principles in an imaginary, infamous way to support their activities. Thus, these sinful people accepted Sumati as Lord Buddha Deva and propagated the theory that everyone should follow the principles of Sumati. In this way, they were carried away by mental concoction. Tasmad Vruddha Senayam Devatajin Nama Putro Bhavat. From Sumati, a son named Devatajit was born by the womb of his wife named Vruddhasena. Ata Suryam Tatasnayo Devadhyumnastato Detumatyam Sutah Parameshti Tasya Suvarchalayam Pratiha Upajataha. Thereafter, in the womb of Asura, the wife of Devatajit, a son named Devadhyumna was begotten. Devadhyumna begot in the womb of his wife Dhenumati a son named Parameshti. Parameshti begot a son named Pratiha in the womb of his wife Suvarchala. Ya Atma Vidya Makhyaya Swayam Samshuddho Mahapurusha Manu Sasmara. King Pratiha personally propagated the principles of self-realization. In this way, not only was he purified, but he became a great devotee of the Supreme Person, Lord Vishnu, and directly realized him. Pratihat Suvarchalayam Pratihartradhayasraya Asannidya Kovidaha Sunavah Pratihartuhu Stutyamaja Bhumanavaja Nishatam. In the womb of his wife Suvarchala, Pratiha begot 3 sons named Pratiharta, Prashtota and Udgata. These 3 sons were very expert in performing Vedic rituals. Pratiharta begot 2 sons named Aja and Bhuma in the womb of his wife named Stuti. Bhumna Rushi Kulyayamudgitastatha Prastavo Devakulyayam Prastavan Niyutsayam Hrudayaja Asid Vibhurvibho Ratyam cha Prutushenas Tasman Nakta Akutyam Jagne Nattad Dhutiputro Ghayo Rajarshi Pravara Udarashrava Ajayata Sakshad Bhagavato Vishnur Jagadgira Kshishaya Gruhita Sattvasya Kalatmajattvadhilakshanena Mahapurushatam Praptaha. In the womb of his wife Rishikulya, King Bhuma begot a son named Udgita. From Udgita's wife Devakulya, a son named Prastava was born, and Prastava begot a son named Vibhu through his wife Niyutsa. In the womb of his wife Rati, Vibhu begot a son named Prutusena. Prutusena begot a son named Nakta in the womb of his wife named Akuti. Nakta's wife was Duti, and from her womb the great king Gaya was born. Gaya was very famous and pious. He was the best of saintly kings. Lord Vishnu and his companions, who are meant to protect the universe, are always situated in the transcendental mode of goodness, known as Vishuddha Sattva. Being the direct expansion of Lord Vishnu, King Gaya was also situated in the Visuddha Sattva. Because of this, Maharaja Gaya was fully equipped with transcendental knowledge. Therefore, he was called Mahapurusha. Savai Swadharmena Prajapalana Poshana Preena Nopalalana Shasana Lakshano cha Bhagavati Mahapurushe Paravare Brahmani Sarvatmanarpita Paramartha Lakshanena Brahma Vicharananusevaya Padita Bhagavad Bhakti Yogena Chabhikshnashah Paribhavita Vishuddha Matirupara Tanatnya Atmani Swayamupalabhyamana Brahmatmanubhavopi Nirabhimana Yevava Nimaju Gupat. King Gaya gave full protection and security to the citizens so that their personal property would not be disturbed by undesirable elements. He also saw that there was sufficient food to feed all the citizens. This is called Poshana. He would sometimes distribute gifts to the citizens to satisfy them. This is called Preenana. He would sometimes call meetings and satisfy the citizens with sweet words. This is called Upalalana. He would also give them good instructions on how to become first-class citizens. This is called Anushasana. Such were the characteristics of King Gaya's royal order. Besides all this, King Gaya was a householder who strictly observed the rules and regulations of household life. He performed sacrifices and was an unalloyed pure devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He was called Mahapurusha because as a king he gave the citizens all facilities, and as a householder he executed all his duties so that at the end he became a strict devotee of the Supreme Lord. As a devotee, he was always ready to give respect to other devotees and to engage in devotional service of the Lord. This is the Bhakti Yoga process. Due to all these transcendental activities, King Gaya was always free from the bodily conception. He was full in Brahman realization, and consequently he was always jubilant. He did not experience material lamentation, although he was perfect in all respects. He was not proud, nor was he anxious to rule the kingdom. Tasyemam gatham pandaveya Puravidha upagayanti. My dear King Parikshit, those who are learned scholars in the histories of the Puranas eulogize and glorify King Gaya with the following verses. Gayam nrupah kah pratiyati karmabhir yajvabhimani bahu vidharma yokta samagata shrihi sadasaspatis satam satsevakonyo bhagavat kalamrute. The great King Gaya used to perform all kinds of Vedic rituals. He was highly intelligent and expert in studying all the Vedic literatures. He maintained the religious principles and possessed all kinds of opulence. He was a leader among gentlemen and servant of devotees. He was qualified. He was a totally qualified plenary expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, who could equal him in the performance of gigantic ritualistic ceremonies? Yamabhyashinchan paraya mudasatihi satyashisho daksha kanya saridbhihi yasya prajanam duduhe dharashisho nirashisho gunavatsasnutodhyaha. All the chaste and honest daughters of Maharaja Daksha, such as Shraddha, Maitri, and Daya, whose blessings are always effective, bathed Maharaja Gaya with sanctified water. Indeed, they were very satisfied with Maharaja Gaya. The planet Earth personified came as a cow, and as though she saw her calf, she delivered milk profusely when she saw all the good qualities of Maharaja Gaya. In other words, Maharaja Gaya was able to derive all benefits from the earth and thus satisfy the desires of his citizens. However, he personally had no desire. Chandamsya kamasya cha yasya kaman duduhuraja hyurato balim nrupaha pratyanchita yudhi dharmena vipra yadashisham shashtamasham paretya. Although King Gaya had no personal desire for sense gratification, all his desires were fully by virtue of his performance of Vedic rituals. All the kings with whom Maharaja Gaya had to fight were forced to fight on religious principles. They were very satisfied with his fighting and they would present all kinds of gifts to him. Similarly, all the Brahmanas in the kingdom were very satisfied with King Gaya's munificent charities. Consequently, the Brahmanas contributed a sixth of their pious activities for King Gaya's benefit in the next life. Yasyadvare bhagavatadvaratma mano maghoni sadyatyurubhomapite Shraddha Vishuddha Chala Bhakti Yogas Samarpite Jyapalamajahara. In Maharaja Gaya's sacrifices, there was a great supply of intoxicant known as Soma. King Indira used to come and become intoxicated by drinking large quantities of Somarasa. Also, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, the Yajna Purusha, also came and personally accepted all the sacrifices offered unto him with pure and firm devotion in the sacrificial arena. Yat preenanad barhishi devatiryan manushya virutrunam avirinchat priyeta sadhyasaha Vishwajivaha Pritasvayam Pritimagadghayasya. When the Supreme Lord is pleased by a person's actions, Automatically, all the demigods, human beings, animals, birds and bees, creepers, trees, grass, and all other living entities, beginning with Lord Brahma, are pleased. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the super soul of everyone, and he is by nature fully pleased. Nonetheless, he came to the arena of Maharaja Gaya and said, I am very pleased. Gayadgayantyam चित्ररथः सुगति रवरोधन इति त्रयः पुत्रा बभूवुश्चि त्रयताधर्नायां सम्भ्राण्ड जनिष्ठ तत उत्कलायां मरीचे मरीचेर्बिन्दुमात्यां बिन्दुमानुदपद्यत तस्मात् सरघायां मधुर्नामाभवन् मध्योः सुमनसि वीरव्रतस्ततो भोजायां मन्यु जज्ञाते मन्तोः सत्यायां सौवनस्ततो दूषयानां त्वष्टाजनिष्ठ त्वष्टुर्विरोचनायां विरजस्य शतजित्प्रवरं पुत्रशतं कन्या च विशुच्यां खलि जातम्. In the womb of Jayanti, King Maharaja Gaya begot 3 sons named Chitraratha, Sugati and Avarodhana. In the womb of his wife Urna, Chitraratha begot a son named Samrat. The wife of Samrat was Utkala, and in her womb Samrat begot a son named Marichi. In the womb of his wife Bindumati, Marichi got a son named Bindu. In the womb of his wife Saragha, Bindu begot a son named Madhu. In the womb of his wife named Sumana, Madhu begot a son named Veeravrata. In the womb of his wife Bhoja, Viravrata begot 2 sons named Mantu and Pramantu. In the womb of his wife Satya, Mantu begot a son named Bhavana, and in the womb of his wife Dushana, Bhavana begot a son named Twasta. In the womb of his son Virochana, Twasta begot a son named Viraja. The wife of Viraja was Visushi, and in her womb Viraja begot 100 sons and 1 daughter. Of all these sons, the son named Satajit was predominant. Tatrayam shlokaha prayavratam vamshamimam virajascharamoddhavah akarodhatyalam kirtya vishnu suraganam yata prayavratam vamshamimam virajascharamoddhavah akarodhatyalam kirtya vishnu suraganam yata. There is a famous verse about King Viraja. Because of his high qualities and wide fame, King Viraja became the jewel of the dynasty of King Priyavrata, such as Lord Vishnu, by his transcendental potency, decorates, just as Lord Vishnu, by his transcendental potency, decorates and blesses the demigods. Thus ends the chapter entitled The Glories of Descendants of King Priyavrata. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.